Bonjour et bienvenue à cette séance numéro 9 du 26 septembre 2023, donc ouverture de la séance. So welcome to this regular meeting number 9 of September 26, 2023. So opening of the meeting, adoption of the agenda. So the agenda is adopted as is. Before we proceed, though, we have a special visitor in our hall there. And this is Lisa McCrae, and her husband is Bill Robinson. And she's here to receive the Lennoxville Volunteer Award, yearly award that, of course, COVID had created all this chaotic stuff, so we had to really slow down the process, but we restarted. But the plaque wasn't ready when we actually received Mrs. McCrae, so we're officially giving the plaque to her today, so in her honor, so that's what we'll proceed with right now. Donc, Madame McCrae est récipiendaire du bénévole de l'annuel de 2023. Donc, lorsqu'elle est venue au Salon des Baudouins, on avait fait des présentations, mais on n'avait pas la plaque. Donc, officiellement, ce soir, nous allons lui offrir la plaque avec son nom dessus. Donc, c'est ce qu'on va procéder en ce moment.
Thank you. You here?
Ben, c'est ça, avec ça de background, donc, c'est plus joli. From here.
This way?
Yes, we'll use that as a background.
Okay.
So you don't show that you're at the little office. There you go. So if you come here.
Sure.
Jennifer, you can come there and you put one hand on it. It's half mine and half yours.
For now,
Then I let it go, it's all yours.
I bring it back to you.
Yeah, well, technically, we're putting it at
Okay.
Annie Baudouin Hall there. Yes, yes, exactly.
That's spot.
That's
Yeah.
been, it's been going on for years, I think, this event.
Yeah. Okay, cheese.
Jeez. Thank you.
Another one.
Another one.
Okay.
Voila.
Voila,
Congratulations.
thank you very much.
And I found it really hard when you came to our hall and we didn't have that. I said, wow,
No,
It's all right.
yes. So
It was very nice because of the people who came with me.
Well,
It was very nice. I
you
had
know,
the whole
we don't give this
group.
to anybody. Your dedication is really appreciated, so
Thank you.
that's the purpose of this.
Well, you'll come to our next book sale. We're putting on
Yes.
soon.
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
Starting
marketing, she's an old business
I
product.
don't have my cards on me, but I'm
Oh,
going to give them
there
out.
you go.
Jennifer knows where we are. You all know where we are.
Yes, sure.
All right.
So-
Thank you so much. Would you like to say a few words or like,
Yes.
you know, about the different groups you've been in?
Yes, come on to this side.
I'm not a good speaker.
Well, it's just casual
Oh, just,
conversation.
yeah, just casual,
Yeah.
just in
Yeah.
case anybody watches this. they'll
In
have
other
an
words, you
idea.
probably can thank some people also, you know, you work with people and or organizations actually that are
Absolutely.
dominant in Lennoxville, so.
Mhm. Well, predominantly my involvement as a volunteer began just after I arrived at Bishop's, and that was in the 1987, 88. And I began working with the refugee sponsorship group, a very vibrant group at Bishop's, which welcomes, at the time, welcomed 2 new sponsored students from refugee camps somewhere in the world, could be all over. And I spent over 30 years on that committee.
It became a big
It became
event.
a
eh?
big event, big and a lot of very positive outcomes. But at the same time, I like volunteering at the North Hatley Book Library, and now I'm volunteering at Encore, and we do all sorts of outreach at Encore. And yesterday it was wonderful because we made a delivery, a truckload of furniture to a Sherbrooke woman and her husband and child, and they've been here 2 weeks from Iran.
Oh.
So yeah,
Lovely.
we can really help people.
Yep.
Because it's not expensive,
Mhm.
and they can come in and when we hear about people who've had a fire or people who've had other mishaps, then we're right there saying, listen, what do you need? What can we get for you? And sometimes we don't even have to take it into the shop. We say, we know somebody who's trying to sell 3 pieces of X, Y, and Z, and we can just put them in touch.
Mhm.
That works well that way.
And imagine your appreciation like that is when you actually see the people's face when they get
Yes,
this. And
yes,
their
very
appreciation.
much, very much so. We had two young previously sponsored students who were actually evicted wrongly, as it so happens, from their Sherbrooke apartment this summer, and they had nowhere to live. And what they do, they came back to us, the original group of sponsorship group, and within a week, they had a place and they had a GoFundMe success, and they had furniture, they had everything they needed. So it's that kind of tight-knit group of volunteers that's really important in this town. And of course, I volunteer bishops, lots and lots of things that are not part of, I'm now retired, but when I was at bishops, there was lots of things that who will do this and who will do that, because so much is done outside the classroom.
And maybe I'll take advantage of this situation to promote the activity of the awards night, Patrick Awards. And, you know, if you know somebody who you think should be mentioned, or, you know, that's the way it works. We fill out the
Yeah.
form and we submit the names, and then we make a
Jennifer,
selection, and,
Right, sounds good.
well, thank you
Anyway,
very
thank you
much.
very much, Claude.
Okay.
Thank you.
Neil.
Thank you so much.
Jennifer, thank you.
Much appreciate
Thank
your
you.
presence.
Yeah, no, much appreciate the award.
Yes.
She does more than good work.
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, thanks for coming. You can stay for the rest. It won't be very long. There's not a ton of stuff.
I'm volunteering tonight on CJMQ bingo. Oh,
So you have to mention that when you get there, right?
Are you actually reading the?
Oh, good.
Their background noise.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
That's
great.
That's really
Well, we'll see each other very soon.
Quick enough.
Now, when we do our best, thank you.
You can take this home. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Next year. Okay.
Oh, we can do photo ops.
Yeah.
Take a picture with the cat.
Well, we'll probably send you the photos that we have.
All right,
Do
that
you
would be
want us to distribute to the record maybe, or?
Good, but I'll bring this back, promise.
Great. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So back to our agenda. So, donc on va retourner à notre agenda. Donc, la lecture et l'adoption du procès verbal du 29 août. Est-ce qu'il y avait des modifications? On s'est adopté tel quel? C'est correct? Okay. So reading and adoption of the minutes of the meeting number 8, August 29th, adopted as is, there's no modifications. We're up to number 4, which is public questions. So on est au rendu numéro 4 pour les questions des personnes présentes, puis il n'y a personne aujourd'hui. Donc, on va procéder avec notre agenda. Donc, on sera rendu au 8.1.1, so 8.1.1, which is financial assistance from Alexander Galt for Alexander Galt Regional High School. Scarlett?
OK, à la demande de la direction de l'école du Quai l'ancienne ville de Lennoxville, une contribution financière annuelle est octroyée à l'école secondaire régionale Alexander Galt de la Commission scolaire Eastern Township pour les aider à financer des programmes sortis offerts à la clientèle étudiante. Mais pas anglophone, mais il y a des francophones qui vont là aussi. So this is, this has been a tradition since the old town of Lennoxville that the town for the borough gives $1,000 to Alexander Galt to help with the sports program. And we're just continuing that this year.
Thank you very much. So 821-821, donc le dépôt des suivis des interventions du Conseil de l'enfant du 29 août. So tabling of the follow-up of interventions from the public at the council August 29th there. So it's just on a dépôt des interventions. So it's just a tabling of the interventions there. So we're up to point number 13, which is messages from the council. Donc, c'est point numéro 13, message du Conseil. Julien.
Merci beaucoup.
Une nouvelle édition de Félicitations dans le Sud. Dans un premier temps, mes collègues vont aussi probablement en parler, mais je voulais prendre le temps de remercier les étudiants de VCS et aussi les étudiants du Lennoxville Youth Center d'avoir mis la main à la pâte durant le Festival de la citrouille. La communauté avait besoin de vous et vous avez répondu présent. Bravo et merci pour votre application. Aussi, je voulais féliciter évidemment tous ceux qui ont répondu, tous ceux qui ont voulu, tous ceux qui ont participé à l'organisation du festival, au café réparation qui avait lieu juste à côté. Ça a été une belle réussite cette année. Je voulais faire une mention spéciale à notre nouveau technicien à loisirs, David Allen, qui s'est révélé vraiment plein de ressources dans la planification puis la réalisation de l'événement. Donc, merci énormément, David. Aussi, félicitations à tous ceux qui se sont appliqués de près ou de loin dans l'organisation et la réalisation du Memorial Howard Brown Concert de cette année. On célèbre les 40 ans du département de musique de l'Université Bishops. C'est M. Brown qui a lui-même fondé le département. Il a été chair de 1967 à 1983 et depuis, on a un concert en sa mémoire. Pour célébrer la fondation du programme. On a été choyé par des performances de Melinda Hens avec sa merveilleuse voix classique et sa belle présence scénique. Une belle performance aussi de Fanny Godette avec la touchante chanson Maman dit statue. Ça m'a tiré une larme ou deux. Une prestation des 8 Misbehaving avec un arrangement. En fait, c'est le seul arrangement connu qui est attribué à Monsieur Brown. C'est un arrangement d'un Canadien errant. Je ne pouvais pas passer à côté. Félicitations aussi à Madame Gilbert Fowlis, qui a reçu la médaille d'honneur de l'Assemblée nationale. C'est une superbe réussite qui souligne une carrière qui est belle et riche. Encore une fois, félicitations. Aussi, n'oubliez pas la marche de la réconciliation en fin de semaine. Ça démarre au Carré Stracona, samedi prochain, le 30. Je voulais aussi vous inviter à l'Assemblée citoyenne des citoyens de Fairview qui va avoir lieu le 12 octobre à 18h30 à LVTC. Encore une fois, tous sont bienvenus, y compris les élus ici de l'arrondissement et de la ville. Sachez seulement que si un vote doit être fait, c'est seulement les résidents de Fairview qui peuvent voter durant l'Assemblée. Donc voilà pour le français. Allons-y with English now. Another edition of Congratulations in the South. So I wanted to thank the BCS students and the people from the Lennoxville Youth Center for helping out during the Pumpkin Festival. So the community needed your help and you responded. Thank you very much for your involvement. I also wanted to congratulate everyone that was involved in the organizing of the festival and the Repas Cafe. It was a big success and a beautiful success this year. And I wanted to have a special mention to our leisure technician, Mr. David Allen. Okay. Sorry if I had a bad pronunciation there. So he proved especially resourceful in the planning and the running of the event. So congratulations and thank you very much. Also, congratulations to everyone who was involved in the organization and the staging of this year's Howard Brown Memorial Concert. So this year marks the 40th anniversary of the Bishop's University Music Program. So Mr. Brown founded the program in 1967, and he works as a chairperson up to 1983. And so this concert is in memory of Mr. Brown to honor his involvement. Also, we were delighted by performances from Melinda Hens with her beautiful classic voice and stage presence. Also performances from Fanny Godette with the touching Maman dit statue song. I had a few tears. Lastly, a performance by the 8 Misbehaving. with the only known arrangement from Mr. Brown, an arrangement of un Canadien errant. Also, I cannot be here without saying congratulations to Madame Gilbert Wallace for receiving la médaille d'honneur de l'Assemblée nationale. It's a wonderful achievement that underlies a rich and beautiful career. So congratulations again. Don't forget the Reconciliation March this week. That's going to be starting at Galerie Strathcona, downtown Sherbrooke on the 30th of September. Also, don't miss the Fairview Citizens Assembly on the 12th of October at 6:30 p.m. at LBTC. Again, all are welcome, including elects from the borough, from the city. Only note that if a vote were to be made, only the residents of Fairview can vote. So thank you very much.
Merci. Thank you. Ms. Garfield.
Oui, bonjour, je vais juste retourner, faire une petite réflexion pour Madame McCrae. Madame McCrae est venue à l'Université Bishops dans les années 80 et elle était professeure de marketing. Elle a fait beaucoup de bénévoles pour le groupe des réfugiés à Bishops. Maintenant, elle fait beaucoup avec boutique encore sur l'Arbor College ici à Lennoxville. Et quand il y a des gens en demande qui ont besoin de quelque chose, il peut les aider aussi. Donc, c'est quelqu'un, même si elle ne reste pas ici à Lennoxville, elle a toujours fait beaucoup de bénévolat à Lennoxville. Et c'est juste pour, on est toujours en demande des nominations pour les awards ici ou à l'arrondissement. Donc, il faut juste souvenir, si tu connais quelqu'un, si tu as besoin d'aide à remplir un formulaire, tu peux parler comme à nous autres ou à la réceptionniste en bas. Donc, moi aussi, j'aimerais féliciter Madame Sylvie Gilbert-Pallet. Elle était à l'aide communautaire pour 33 ans. Claude et moi avons eu l'honneur d'aller à une fête pour elle donnée par les communautaires le 15 septembre au club de golf de North Hatley, avec beaucoup de bénévoles et ses amis et des gens qui ont eu des services de les communautaires durant les années. Et le jour après, le samedi, Madame Geneviève Hébert a organisé la cérémonie au Gros-Pierre à Compton pour Madame Gilbert Farlett ici. Ils étaient la aide de Bramptonville et Richard Caron de Fleurimont. Et il y avait un autre monsieur de Quaticook qui n'était pas capable d'aller à cause de sa santé. Et je me souviens pas de son nom, mais c'était vraiment un honneur d'être capable d'aller là pour tout ça et de voir la médaille aussi. J'aimerais féliciter Michel Barrard aussi, qui était nominé pour le Panthéon des sports à Sherbrooke. Il était joueur de football, coach de football et arbitre de football et il est membre ici au club de curling à Lennoxville. Donc, je pense qu'il a dit que ça fait 60 ans qu'il est impliqué avec le football. Donc, c'est vraiment quelqu'un qui, c'était vraiment beau de voir l'appréciation des gens envers lui. C'est souvenir aussi que les Jeux de Québec vont venir à Sherbrooke du 1er au 9 mars 2024 et on a besoin de bénévoles. 2500. Donc, si tu as un peu de temps à donner, c'est facile de donner ton nom ou comme choisir ce que tu veux faire. Et le 14 octobre, c'est le dernier marché agricole ici au Square Queen. Donc, ça achève pour cette saison. Yes, I would also like to thank Sylvie Gilbert-Pallet for her 33 years at Community Aid. it was an honor to be able to go to the party for her at the North Hatley Golf Club with Monsieur Charon and her friends, family, volunteers from community aid, and people who have received help from community aid to go too.
And we can fini,
So yes, and then the day after, September 16th, Madame Geneviève Weber organized an award ceremony for Madame Jobel Paulus at the Gros Pierre in Compton, along with Madame Lidette Lahaye from Bromptonville and Richard Caron from Florimont. Two great volunteers and community people also. And okay, yes, and to remind people, Judy Quebec are coming to Sherbrooke, March 1st to 9th, 2024, and they need volunteers. So if you have a bit of time to give, they are taking names now. October 14th is the last farmers market in town. And I would also like to congratulate, sorry, I'm deconcentrated because someone came and asked something at the door and I lost my place. So I'd like to congratulate Michel Barra for his implication in football in the area. He was a player, coach, and in charge of the referee for, I believe he said 60 years. He is now in the Panthéon Baseball. So if you walk along Lac des Nations, there's a plaque there with his name on it and a great picture. And he's also a member of the Lennoxville Curling Club. So congratulations to Michelle.
Thank you very much. Merci. Just reiterate, the orange T-shirt on the 3rd of September, just because I want to mention the change. We used to start at BCS and start the walk, but now it's starting at Hôtel de Ville de Sherbrooke, so that's the change this year. So donc le T-shirt orange, l'événement du T-shirt orange le 30 septembre, normalement, ça passait à BCS, on se rendait là, puis on prenait notre marche là. Mais maintenant, c'était modifié, et ça va se faire à l'Hôtel de Ville de Sherbrooke. Je veux réitérer aussi le message, le message du support envers Mme Sylvie Gilles Fardus. C'était bien apprécié à ces événements-là. Puis, tu vois, l'appréciation des gens aussi. So I also want to reiterate the message from our counselor about Mrs. Sylvie Fardus about her nomination at Assemblée nationale and her party the day before that I attended. Maybe just mention about the Pumpkin Festival. That was really nice. I mean, the weather was nice. Thank you, Ms. Garfield, for mentioning that, talking about it, because it was a nice event. No, c'est fun. Yeah. Okay. So much appreciated. I got feedback from the people and it was very positive. Donc, le feedback que j'ai eu des gens qui ont participé était très positif. Donc, c'était un événement très apprécié. Évidemment, la température était de notre côté aussi. Army Navy Air Force sur la rue Saint-Francis, le 30 septembre, une danse bénéfice avec Slightly Haggard, donc un orchestre local, donc c'est à 8h le 30 septembre. So NF, the Army Navy Air Force on St. Francis is holding a benefit dance on the 30th of September, 8 o'clock, and it's Slightly Haggard, it's going to be there. Ce soir, le plan nature, s'il y en a qui écoutent live, là, c'est 8h30, on vous attend pour une présentation du plan nature. So tonight at 6:30, sorry. There's a presentation of our plan nature from the Sherbrooke plan nature is going to be presented, and it's going to be bilingual. It's going to be French and English projections. But mostly the presentation will be made in English mostly, but we'll be able to interact in French also. Donc, c'est peut-être dans les deux langues. Donc, moi, c'est tout ce que j'avais. Donc, on va aller au point numéro 14, qui est la levée de l'Assemblée. So, point number 14, which is the adjournment of the meeting. Thank you very much. Merci.